Tonight, the moon shone brighter than ever. The stars filled the sky with quiet wonder. The little river still flowed through the enchanted valley, but something was missing. Its beautiful song had fallen silent. No cheerful splashes, no gentle melody, only a quiet whisper carried by the night breeze. The flowers waited, the birds listened, even the ancient trees seemed to hold their breath. How could a river forget the song it had sung since the beginning of time? And could Krishna help it remember the music hidden deep inside its own heart? Let's discover the answer together. Tonight's Moonlit Tales begins. Welcome. Good evening, my dear friend. Welcome back to Moonlight Tales of Krishna. I am so happy you are here to share another peaceful night beneath the same glowing moon. Find a cozy place to rest, wrap yourself in a warm blanket, take one slow gentle breath in and slowly breathe out. Let the worries of today drift away like teeny clouds across the moonlit sky. Tonight we will walk beside a magical river that once filled the enchanted forest with the sweetest melody. Every creature loved its gentle song. The birds greeted its sunrise with it. The flowers danced softly beside its sparkling waters. Even the stars seemed to twinkle in rhythm with its beautiful tune. But one mysterious night, the river became silent. No one knew why. Some believed the wind had carried its song away. Others thought the moon had hidden it among the stars. Only Krishna smiled gently, because he knew that every lost melody can be found again with patience, kindness, and hope. So close your eyes, relax your shoulders, listen to the quiet whispers of the night, imagine cool silver moonlit light shining upon calm waters, feel the gentle breeze brushing through the ancient trees, and let your heart drift peacefully into tonight's magical journey. Our Moonlight Tales begins now. The moon hung high above the enchanted valley, glowing like a great silver lantern in the night sky. Its gentle light rested upon every leaf, every flower, and every quiet path that wound through the ancient forest. A cool breeze danced softly through the branches, carrying the sweet scent of jasmine and wild roses. Thousands of tiny fireflies floated through the darkness like little golden stars. The forest looked as peaceful as ever, yet tonight something felt different. The birds were awake, but they were not singing. The rabbit sat quietly beside the meadow, their little ears listening. The deer stood still near the water edges. Even the owls, who usually greeted the moon with gentle calls, remained silent. It was as if the whole forest was waiting for something. In the very heart of the valley flowed a beautiful little river. Its waters very crystal clear. A silver moonlit seemed across its gentle waves. Every stone beneath the water sparkled like a hidden jewel. For as long as anyone could remember, the little river had always sung. Its cheerful melody filled the valley every morning. Its gentle whispers comforted the forest every night. When the wind blew softly, the river song became even more beautiful. The flowers seemed to sway in rhythm. The butterflies danced above the water. Even the stars reflected happily in its sparkling surface. But tonight, the river flowed without a single note. No gentle laughter, no peaceful humming, only the quiet sound of moving water. The river itself noticed the silence. It tried to sing. It pushed its waters around smoothly stones. It hurried around gentle bends. It splashed beneath tiny wooden bridges. Still no melody came. The little river became frightened. "Have I forgot my song?" it whispered. "I have always sung. I don't know how to be silent." The moon reflected gently upon the water, but it offered no answer. The wind passed over the valley, yet even the wind seemed unable to find the missing melody. Far away on a quiet hill covered with soft green grass, Krishna sat peacefully beneath an ancient banyan tree. His wooden flute rested beside him. His eyes were closed. The night breeze gently moved the peacock feather in his dark hair. For a long moment he simply listened. He listened to the whisper of the leaves. He listened to the quiet breathing of the sleeping forest. Then he noticed something unusual. He smiled softly. The river is calling, he whispered. Without another word, Krishna picked up his flute and began walking toward the valley. As he followed the moonlit path, tiny fireflies floated around him like glowing companions. A family of rabbits watched him pass with gentle curiosity. A little fawn stepped quietly from the trees, as if it already knew something wonderful was about to happen. When Krishna reached the river bank, he did not speak. He simply sat beside the clear water. The river flowed quietly past his feet. For several peaceful moments, neither Krishna nor the river said a word. The silence was gentle, comforting, almost like an old friend. Have you any old friend? Finally, the little river whispered, Krishna, I think I have forgotten who I am. Krishna looked at the shimmering water with warm, kind eyes. Tell me, he said softly. When was the last time you truly listened to your own heart? The river became very still. I had never been asked such a question before. Its water slowed. The moon reflected perfectly upon its quiet surface. I don't know, the river answered after a long pause. I have spent so much time trying to keep moving that I forgot how to simply listen. Krishna smiled gently. Then tonight we shall listen together. The river did not understand what he meant, but somehow, for the first time since its song had disappeared, it no longer felt alone. The moon climbed a little higher into the sky, the stars sparkled a little brighter, and somewhere deep within the quiet water, a tiny memory was beginning to awaken. But the journey to find the river's true song had only just begun. The little river flowed quietly beside Krishna. Its waters were clear and peaceful, yet the melody that had once filled the enchanted valley was still missing. For a while, neither of the same spoke. They simply listened to moonlight. The moonlight painted silver patterns across the gentle waves. A cool breeze carried the sweet fragrance of jasmine through the forest. Tiny golden fireflies drifted above the water like floating stars. Finally, Krishna smiled. Do you hear the forest tonight? The river listened carefully. I hear the wind, I hear the leaves, I hear the wings of the fireflies, but I still cannot hear my own song. Krishna gently touched the smooth surface of the water with his fingertips. Sometimes he said softly, we searched so hard for our own voice that we stop hearing the beautiful voices around us. The little river became very still. It had never thought about the wind before. Just then, a tiny turtle slowly climbed onto a smooth stone near the river bank. It sighed quietly. My favorite resting stone feels so lonely tonight. The river looked surprised. Lonely? The turtle nodded. Every evening your gentle song helped me fall asleep tonight. Tonight it felt much too quiet. The river lowered its speaking waves. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lose my song. The little turtle smiled kindly. I know. I only wanted you to know how much your melody means to all of us. The turtle slowly closed its eyes beneath the warm moonlight. The river was silently, perhaps. Its song had always been a gift for others. As they continued walking together, Krishna pointed toward a meadow filled with glowing moonflowers. The flowers gently opened beneath the silver sky. Each blossom seemed with tiny drops of dew. A family of butterflies rested peacefully upon their petals. Listen carefully, Krishna whispered. The river became completely quiet for several long moments. It had nothing. Then very softly, the flowers made a gentle sound as they opened toward the moon. It was almost too quiet to notice. Like the soft whisper, the river smiled. I never knew flowers could sing. Krishna nodded. Everything in nature has its own music. The trees, the wind, the stars, the rain. Even silence has its own gentle little river looked through thoughtfully and its sparkling reflections. If every heart has its own song, perhaps mine is not truly gone. Krishna's eyes sparkled with kindness. Perhaps they continued further into the enchanted valley. Soon they reached a place where smooth stones rested beneath the flowing water. For countless years, the river had hurried past them without stopping tonight. Tonight, Krishna gently invited their river to slow down. Flow gently, he whispered, "Do not rush." The little river obeyed. Its clear waters moved softly around its smooth stone. The gentle current created tiny ripples, soft circles spread across the moonlit water. Then, a single delicate note echoed through the valley. The river became completely still. "Did you hear that?" Krishna smiled. "I did." The river's heart filled with hope. It carefully flowed around another smooth stone. This time, two gentle notes floated into the cool night air. They were tiny, almost like distant bells, but they were real. "My song, it coming back." Krishna shook his head gently. "No, it never left. You are simply learning how to hear it again." The little river looked toward the moon. Its waters seemed like silver silk. For the first time in many nights, it no longer felt afraid of the silence, because hidden within that silence, a beautiful melody was quietly waiting to be discovered. And somewhere deep inside the enchanted forest, the smallest birds began to smile in their sleep, as the river's forgotten song slowly found its way home. The night grew even quieter. The moon climbed higher into the velvet sky, bathing the enchanted valley in a gentle silver glow. The little river flowed beside Krishna with calm, steady waters. It was no longer rushing, it was listening. Every ripple, every bridge, every tiny sound seemed to carry a small piece of a melody. Krishna smiled softly. "Tonight, the forest has become your teacher." The little river sparkled beneath the moonlight. "I never knew there was so much music around me." Krishna nodded. When our heart became quiet, we began to hear that was always there. They continued their peaceful journey until they reached a small wooden bridge that crossed the river. An elderly behavior sat quietly beside it, carefully repairing one of the bridge's wooden planks. A gentle tap of his little wooden hammer echoed through the peaceful valley. Tap, tap, tap. The river listened carefully. The sound is so simple. It whispered. Krishna smiled. Simple things often create the most beautiful rhythms. The beaver looked up and smiled warmly. "Good evening, Krishna." "Good evening, little river. I have missed your evening song." The river lowered its gentle waves. "I am trying to remember it." The beaver placed his tiny hammer on the bridge. "I have built this bridge for many seasons. Every night your melody kept me company while I worked." But perhaps he looked towards the stars. "Your song is resting, waiting for the perfect moment to return." The river felt a little less worried. Together they continued downstream. Soon they reached a quiet pond where hundreds of tiny frogs rested upon floating lily pads. None of them were croaking. Instead, they gazed peacefully at the moon reflected in the still water. "Why are not they singing?" asked the river. Krishna answered gently. "They know tonight belongs to listening." One tiny frog smiled. Sometimes silence is part of every beautiful song. The river thought carefully about those words. Perhaps a melody was not made only of notes. Perhaps the quiet spaces between the notes mattered just as much as they wandered farther. A gentle breeze swept across the valley. The tall green reeds beside the river began to sway together. Soft, slow, graceful, they brushed against one another with a peaceful whisper. Shh. The river closed its eyes. I hear it. The wind is singing. Krishna nodded. And the reeds are dancing. Just then, a single silver leaf drifted gently from an ancient willow tree. Instead of falling quickly, it trailed slowly through the moonlit air, round and round, until it landed softly upon the river. Tiny ripples spread across the peaceful water. Each ripple carried a delicate musical tone, one note, then another, and then another. The river's eyes sparkled with wonder. My melody is growing, it feels familiar. Krishna smiled with quiet joy. Every act of patience has brought another piece of your song home. The river no longer faced to hurry. It flowed gently beneath the wooden bridge, around smooth stone, past sleeping flowers, beside resting animals. Everywhere it went, the enchanted forest added another tiny note to its forgotten melody. The stars above me shimmered brightly. The fireflies danced like tiny lanterns. Even the moon seemed to smile. Deep inside the little river, a beautiful song was awakening, not all at once, but one peaceful note at a time. And for the first time in many nights, the enchanted valley no longer felt silent. It was quietly preparing for a melody more beautiful than ever before. The night had become wonderfully peaceful. The full moon, floated high above the enchanted valley, covering the forest in a blanket of soft silver light. The little river no longer hurried. Its waters flowed gently around every stone, every flower, and every quiet pen. For the first time in a very long while, the river was not searching. It was simply enjoying the journey. Krishna walked slowly along the river bank. His wooden flute rested quietly in his hands. He smiled, knowing the answer was closer than ever. Soon they reached the oldest part of the enchanted valley. Here stood an ancient willow tree whose graceful branches touched the sparkling water. The tree had watched over the valley for 100 of years. Its roots stretched deep into the earth. Its leaves whispered stories to the wind every night. The old willow greeted Krishna with a gentle rustle. "Welcome, dear friend," Krishna bowed respectfully. "It is good to see you again." The willow's shimmering leaves turned towards the little river. "You seem quieter than usual." The river sighed softly. "I forgot my song." The ancient tree remained silent for a moment. Then it smiled. Perhaps you have simply forgotten to trust yourself." The little river became still. The willow continued. "When I was only a tiny sapling, I wished I could grow as tall as the mountains. I believed I was too small, but every season I simply kept growing. I never noticed the day I became strong." The river listened carefully. "Your song is the same. You don't create it. You allow it to flow." Those words settled gently into the river's heart. Krishna looked across the moonlit water. "Close your eyes," he whispered. "Do not think about singing. Do not try to make music. Simply remember every kind moment from tonight." The river closed its eyes. I remembered the little daughter smiling beside its favorite stone. I remembered the moonflowers opening beneath the stars. I remembered the peasant's beaver repairing the bridge. It remembered the tiny frogs listening to the silence. It remembered the whispering reeds, the dancing silver leaf, the smooth stones, the moonlight bridge, and Krishna walking beside it every step of the way. As each memory the stars, but because joy had quietly returned. A single beautiful note rose into the night, then another, then another. The melody became richer, warmer, gentle than ever before. The enchanted valley paused to listen. The rabbit lifted their ears. The deer stepped closer to the river bank. The owls opened their bright golden eyes. The butterfly rested quietly upon moonlit flowers. Thousands of tiny fireflies floated above the sparkling water, and when the wind slowed its dance, the river's song had returned. It was softer than before, kinder than before, more peaceful than before. Krishna smiled. I told you your song was never lost. It was waiting inside a grateful heart. The little river laughed with happiness. The gentle melody flowed through every corner of the enchanted valley. The flowers swayed happily. The stars sparkled brighter. The moon reflected perfectly upon the crystal clear water. The old willow tree whispered with joy, "You have remembered who you are?" The little river no longer feared silence. It had learned that silence was not the end of a song. Sometimes silence is where the most beautiful music begins. As the night grew deeper, Krishna lifted his wooden flute. He played one soft, peaceful melody. The flute and the river sang together beneath the moon. Neither tried to be louder than the other. Together they created the most beautiful lullaby the enchanted valley had ever heard. The little river understood at last. Its song had never belonged only to itself. It belonged to every heart that found peace beside its gentle waters. The moon smiled softly above the enchanted valley. Its silver light seemed across the little river, which now sang with a gentle, peaceful melody. The song was not loud. It did not rush through the forest. Instead, it flowed like a warm whisper, wrapping every tree, flower, and creature in quiet comfort. The rabbit closed their eyes. The deer rested beneath the ancient oaks. The tiny birds tucked their heads beneath their wings. And when the playful squirrel stopped climbing and listened to the soothing music, the little river smiled. I remember now. I never needed to become louder. I only needed to listen. Krishna's kind eyes sparkled beneath the moonlight. The sweetest songs are never sung to impress others. They are sung to bring peace. The river allowed its crystal clear waters to flow gently around the smooth stone. Each ripple carried another soft note into the valley. The melody traveled through the wildflowers. It danced across the quiet meadows. It echoed beneath the walled wooden bridge. Every corner of the enchanted forest welcomed the song home. Just then, the little turtle slowly returned. It climbed onto its favorite smooth stone and closed its eyes with a happy smile. I have missed this melody. The turtle whispered, "It feels like coming home." Nearby, the tiny frogs began humming quietly, not loudly, not all at once, just enough to join the river's peaceful rhythm. The moonflowers opened even wider, their petals glowing like little silver stars. The ancient willow tree swayed gently in the cool breeze. The wise old beaver looked up from the bridge he had repaired. He smiled and placed his little wooden hammer beside him. "The valley sounds complete again," he said. High above them, thousands of golden fireflies floated through the night sky. They looked like tiny lanterns drifting among the stars. The breeze became softer, and the air became cooler. Everything seemed perfectly peaceful. Krishna sat quietly on the grassy river bank. He did not speak, he simply listened. The little river noticed this and asked, "Why are not you saying anything?" Krishna smiled, "Because your heart is speaking now." The river became still for a moment. Then it laughed softly. Its laughter blended with its gentle melody until no one could tell where one ended and the other began. The enchanted valley had found its lullaby once again. As midnight drew near, the stars shone brighter than ever before. The moon reflected perfectly upon the calm water. The little river no longer worried about losing its songs. It had learned something much more precious. Whenever life becomes noisy, whenever worries begin to grow, whenever the heart feels tired, the answer is not to rush. The answer is to become still, to listen. And to trust the gentle music already living inside. Krishna stood slowly and picked up his wooden flute. He looked at the peaceful valley with gratitude. "You have remembered your truly melody," he said, "and now you will help others remember theirs." The little river sparkled with quiet joy. From that night onward, every traveler who rested beside its gentle waters felt their heart become lighter. Every bird sang a little sweeter, every flower bloomed a little brighter, every bridge carried a little more pace, and whenever the full moon rose above the enchanted valley, the little river's beautiful song reminded everyone that hope, kindness, and peace are never truly lost. They are simply waiting deep within our hearts to be heard once again. The enchanted valley slowly became quieter. The little river continued to sing its gentle melody as it flowed peacefully beneath the glowing moon. The ancient willow tree rested silently. The moonflowers closed their delicate petals. The tiny frogs settled onto their lily pads. The rabbits curled up in the soft grass. The deer lay peacefully beneath the old oak trees. Even the little fireflies floated more slowly now, their warm golden lights twinkling gently like tiny stars. Krishna stood beside the river one last time. He looked across the peaceful valley with the warm smile. Every heart was calm, every creature felt safe, every breath seemed softer than before. The little river whispered, "Thank you, Krishna. I was so afraid I had lost my song forever." Krishna gently shook his head. "You never lost your song. You simply forgot to listen." The most beautiful melodies are not found by searching harder. They are found by becoming still, patient, and kind. The river sparkled beneath the moonlight. I will remember, and every night I will sing a peaceful song for everyone who needs hope. Krishna smiled. "I know you will." He softly lifted his wooden flute. One final, gentle melody floated through the enchanted valley. It blended with the river song, the whispering trees, the cool evening breeze, and the quiet sparkle of the stars. Together they created the perfect lullaby for the sleeping forest. Slowly, the moon climbed higher into the night sky. One by one, the woodland creatures closed their eyes. The birds dreamed peacefully in their nest. The little turtle slept upon its favorite smooth stone. The butterflies rested quietly beneath soft petals. The fireflies drifted like tiny golden lanterns through the cool night air. The enchanted valley was filled with peace, and perhaps, if you listen very carefully tonight, you might hear the little river's gentle melody flowing through your own dreams. Thank you, my dear friend, for spending another peaceful evening beneath the same glowing moon. I hope tonight's Moonlit tale brought a little calm to your heart and a gentle smile to your face. Just like the little river, remember that your inner song is never truly lost. Sometimes all it needs is a quiet moment to be heard again. Thank you for allowing me to be a small part of your bedtime routine. Your kindness, your time, and your peaceful presence make every Moonlit tale even more special. Now it's time to let your eyes grow heavy. Take one slow, gentle breath in and slowly breathe out. Feel your body becoming lighter. Let everybody float away like a silver leaf upon the quiet river. Imagine the cool moonlight rustling softly upon your head. Imagine the little river singing its peacefully melody just for you. May your dreams be filled with kindness. May your heart always find hope. May peace stay with you until the morning sun gently wakes you. Good night, my dear friends. Sleep peacefully. Sweet dreams. Tomorrow, beneath the same glowing moon, we will meet a tiny golden leaf hanging high in an ancient trees. The little leaf is afraid that when autumn arrives, it will have to let go. Can Krishna help the little leaf discover that every ending is also the beginning of a beautiful new journey? We will find out together in Moonlit Tales of Krishna. Episode 6. The little leaf who was afraid to fall. Until then, the moon will be waiting, and so will I. Good night.